Colloidal solutions. Colloidal solutions are mixtures in which the substances are regularly suspended in a fluid. So, a colloid is a very tiny and small material that is spread out uniformly all through another substance. Colloids are nothing but the mixtures in which microscopically dispersed insoluble particles of one substance are suspended in another substance. So when we say colloidal solutions, it has dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Two concept comes under this. So dispersed phase constitutes the colloidal particles and the dispersion medium constitutes the medium in which the colloidal particles are dispersed. Or in simple, if we say it is the substance which is present in larger quantity. The dispersion medium is the substance which is present in larger quantity. So, colloidal solution appears to be homogeneous but is actually heterogeneous. Then the diameter of the particles is 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer, and this will pass through ordinary filter paper but not through ultrafilters. So, colloidal particles can be seen by a powerful microscope due to scattering of light. Hence, the colloidal solutions are being classified based on its certain conditions. Like we could say, based on the physical state of the dispersed phase and dispersion medium, the colloidal solutions are classified as, here the name says, solid sol, aerosol, gel, emulsion, solid foam, etc. So, here if the dispersed phase and dispersion medium both the state is solid, then the type of colloid we call it as solid sol. Example for that we could take it as alloy, gems, colored glass, etc. When the state of dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is liquid, then the type of colloid is sol, like paint, ink, egg white. Similarly, the change in the state of the dispersed phase and dispersion medium, that is different combinations, we have different types of colloids and it is their example. Hence, in point of exam, it is very important to remember the examples for each type of colloids. We should be able to classify which type of colloid the given examples belongs to. It's very important. Next, based on the nature of interaction between the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium, the colloids are classified as lyophilic colloids and lyophobic colloids. Lyophilic colloids is, or it is water loving, that is the colloidal solution in which the particles of the dispersed phase will have a great affinity for the dispersion medium, then those type of colloids are called as lyophilic colloids. Second one is lyophobic colloids, that is water hating, in which the colloidal solutions there is no affinity between the particles of the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium, then it is being called as lyophobic. So, the next classification of colloids are done based on the type of the particles of dispersed phase. So, we have the first type is multimolecular colloids. Many particles of the dispersed phase aggregate together to form species which is having the size of a colloidal particles in the range 1 to 1000 nanometer, and these colloids are called as multimolecular colloids. Example is gold sol, sulfur sol, etc. The second one is macromolecular colloids, that is substance with large molecules in suitable solvents will form solutions, but these macromolecules might be in the colloidal range. Then these solutions we call it as macromolecular colloids, and it resembles true solutions in many ways. For examples, we can consider starch, cellulose. Proteins are actually natural macromolecules. The third type is associated colloids. Some substances are at high concentration and they act as colloids due to the formation of aggregates. But at low concentration, they behave like normal strong electrolytes. Hence, these aggregates formed are actually called as micelles. So, such colloids we call it as associated colloids. In associated colloids, the aggregate formed we are calling it as micelles. So, for that we need to know two concepts, that is Kraft temperature and CMC. Kraft temperature is the formations of micelles will take place only above a particular temperature, and that we call it as Kraft temperatures. And CMC is critical micelle concentration, the concentration above which micelle formation takes place. And the example for CMC is soaps, synthetic detergents. So, the classification of the colloids based on the type of particles of dispersed phase we can assemble, or we can put it in a tabular column saying multimolecular colloids, macromolecular colloids and associated colloids. So when we say multimolecular, it is formed by the aggregation of large number of atoms or molecules where the diameter is going to be less than 1 nanometer. For macromolecular colloids, it is formed by large sized molecules. Similarly, for associated colloids, it is formed by aggregation of large number of ions in concentrated solution. So basically, the multimolecular colloids are lyophilic in nature, macromoleculars are lyophobic in nature, and associated is both. So molecular mass is intermediate for multimolecular and high molecular mass for macromolecular, and high molecular mass is also for associated colloids. For multimolecular colloids, it is held by weak van der Waals forces. For macromolecular, it is held by stronger van der Waals forces due to the long chain in it. And here the van der Waals forces will increase with increase in concentration. So these are the classification of colloids based on their different properties.